Welcome to Inside the Studio with Anthony, brought to you by FPM, Forever Prayer Ministries. Refined and sound mind. I'm your host, Anthony. Welcome to Inside the Studio. My name is Anthony, bold believer man. And this is brought to you by FPM Studios, Forever Prayer Ministries. And I pray everyone has a great day today, man. This is a great morning. And we're going to continue in the book of Proverbs with some words of wisdom, right? And we're studying the ant. According to scripture, it tells us to go to the ant and observe her ways, right? Go check her out. So check out last episode, and we're in Proverbs chapter 6, going through verses 6. I think I read to verse 10, and we'll come up with the conclusion at the end. But I broke down verse 6 to you and how we were instructed to go check out the ant. And I encourage everyone, even challenge people, man. Go out there and do some research on the ants and their colonies and how they live, man. Their mannerism, their behaviors. You'll learn something. But we'll continue in verse 7 and 8. The NASB states this: which, having no chief, officer or ruler, prepares her food in the summer and gathers her provision in the harvest. This is the ESV. Without having any chief, officer or ruler, she prepares her bread in summer and gathers her food in harvest. This is the NIV. It has no commander, no overseer or ruler, yet it stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest. NLT. Though they have no prince or governor or ruler to make them work, they labor hard all summer, gathering food for the winter. King James. Which having no guide, overseer or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer, and gathereth her food in the harvest. So, man, this is something I've learned about ants in my research. I've been looking on YouTube different videos on ants and their colonies, and it's pretty interesting, man. Like I said, I urge you and I encourage you to go check it out and just study them and take a lesson to how they live. And do you know that they leave like a scent along the ground for when to like a signal for other ants? Man, they're self motivated, right? Even though there's no ruler, there's no chief, no governor, no authority figure, right? They have a queen, okay, but that's just to reproduce. Each ant is there's different classes of ants, right? Soldiers, workers, builders, gatherers, nurturers. It's crazy, man. And from these two verses here, we see that the ant's wise, man. It's prepared, right? It knows how much to gather, how much. It's very wise in its resources, right? Even Jesus teaches. Go check out when he teaches in Luke about the parable of the unjust steward. Even though he was unjust, right? The king was unjust and he was unjust. He still used what he had wisely, right? He used the materials that he had, the resources that he had, to build relationships, to prepare for what's ahead, right? So we could take a lesson from that on how to prepare our eternity and what that looks like, you know. And we have to read the word and study the word and take a lesson from the ant, man, to be diligent and self-motivated and prepared in season and out of season, right? That's what the Apostle Paul says. He encouraged Timothy to be prepared in season and out of season, to declare the word, right? To declare the truth, man. And that's Jesus Christ of Nazareth. the death, the burial, and the resurrection, man. And what's cool is the resurrection. Like, I take the evidence, man, and I stack it up. That's what faith is to me. It's the assurance, the confidence of things that are hoped for, right? My resurrected body. It's the evidence of things not seen, the conviction, right? So I just stack it up, man. Even if people make fun of Jesus, like I've said before and mentioned before, and even if they said that he was crucified, and people that were following him claimed that he was resurrected and they seen him, right? Well, that just goes to show me that was an actual event. Jesus Christ was an actual person, and the resurrection was an actual event in history. So, believe it or not, man, Ripley's believe it or not. Check out the next episode of Inside the Studio. We will continue in our breakdown of my breakdown. But if you're listening, and we thank you, continue to listen for Inside the Studio every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 7 a.m. Man, get your day going. A little boost, a little faith boost, right? Just to see how I might apply the scripts to my everyday life. I know if it helps me, it's gonna help you out there. So stay tuned for the future episodes, man. Inside the Studio. My name is Anthony, bold believer.